Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I appreciate you stopping by and I hope you stick around, contribute to the community, and welcome. My name is Coach Dave, and today's video is going to be all about narcissistic entrapment. What is narcissistic entrapment? If you've been in a relationship with a narcissist, or if you're currently in a relationship with a narcissist, I want you to specifically pay attention. So, when you're with a narcissist, and everything's going great, the dopamine high is awesome, the honeymoon phase is going great, you're on cloud nine, nothing in the world could break the bond and connection that you guys have. Be mindful, all of a sudden out of the blue, when that family member, that friend that you've had for a long time, or that coworker that you know, they start having something to say. Gradually, they'll talk about them in a negative connotation, that they're either trying to sleep with you, trying to use you, only trying to benefit from you. They're never there for you. They talk badly about you. So many different avenues and aspects that they could say. And they won't stop until they get what they want, which is for you to cease any and all contact with this person. Now, they'll come off in the most loving, endearing, and genuine way, as if they really do have your best interest at heart, and they're trying to prevent you from going through any turmoil. They don't want you to get hurt. They just want you to be okay. They want you to understand how much they love you, and they just have your best interest. That's all. I'm just putting that out there. It's up for you to decide. But is it really? No, it's not. And they won't just let it go one time. If you don't stop talking to this person in every way, shape, and form, they'll say something again and again and again and again and again and again until they get what they want. And at first, because you love this person, you have such a deep connection, you take them at face value and think they're being the utmost respectable and honorable, reputable person that they have always showed you they are. So maybe they are right, and you start viewing this person in a negative connotation yourself. Now they've got you. Now, eventually, you're going to get to the point where all that niceness goes away, and it's going to be more demanding. Especially if you don't listen to them at the snap of a finger. Now it's going to be met with, now it's going to be met with verbiage that's coming out of their mouth that's degrading and putting you down. Now it's going to be, you're stupid for not listening to me. I'm telling you, that person wants to use you. If you don't stop talking to them, we're done. Because I can't be with somebody who's going to be with somebody that's like that, treat them like that, or have a family member that uses them. Oh, that person doesn't like me. You're supposed to only want to be around people that like me. That's how they start acting. It's all an act. Because at the end of the day, it's all about control. And it's an entrapment. So basically, by doing this, by secluding you from your family and cutting off friends and people that you've worked with, people that you've known way longer than them, that leaves little to no access for you to have any outside influence, and it's all on them now. They have full control over you. You have no free autonomy at all. And it's all part of their grand disguise and plan to keep you in their little web of manipulation, lies, mistrust, stonewalling, gaslighting, everything. Because at the end of the day, they only want you to worship them, pay attention to them, take their advice, only talk to them. And if somebody else sees them for who they are, and they're actually a genuine person saying, hey, this person's bad for you, stay away from them. I'm really just trying to look out for you. I get a bad vibe and energy from them. These are the people who are most often called empaths, who can read the room, who have that ability to see through somebody's bullshit. And you know that they're doing wrong. You know, you might not have concrete evidence, but you just have a bad vibe and it ends up being right. Don't misconstrue one for the other, okay? Because there are genuine people that are like that. There are anxious people who are like that. And then there's narcissists. They all might seem the same. But the way to differentiate it is, if you have somebody that's only telling you that about one person, and they're doing it in a loving, kind, and caring way, and they're not getting upset and mad at you and trying to do it in a forceful way, they're not coming at you in some negative light. Whereas this person is saying it literally about everybody. They always have something negative to add about somebody. It's always in a piss poor demeanor. That's how you tell. Because no sane person, unless it's very, very rare that they just attract everybody in their life is toxic, their family, their friends, their coworkers. Not everybody is going to be that way. So if you have somebody telling you that everybody except them is bad, there's your first signal. There's your virtue signal, and there's your red flag. Also, furthermore, they're allowed to talk to their family. They're allowed to talk to their friends. They're allowed to talk to their coworkers. Second red flag. You're allowed to be friends with their family and certain coworkers and certain friends, but don't step out of line, because they might start accusing you of trying to ruin the relationship with these people, ruin the friendships, trying to understand stuff that they don't want you to understand, because a family member might know who and how they are, and they might warn you, and they don't want you to do that. They don't want you to find that out. They don't want you to find out about the person at work that they're having a fling with, and they don't want that person to know about you. There's so many little variables like that that come into play, but that's what they do. They seclude and they cut ties. Then, later on, when you have no support system, you have nobody to vent to, you have no way of getting any outside influence, and it's only based on them, when you start realizing this is wrong, it's already too late. Now, you have no support group, but they do. And this is where triangulation comes in. Because now they can have the support of their family, friends, and coworkers. And it's them telling all this stuff to them that they're doing to you, but it's actually you doing it to them. And then they smear campaign your name, they tarnish you, they put you down, they degrade you, all while praising this person, because at the end of the day, they want that validation. They want to be seen and heard. And it's making them feel great. And they start putting you down. They start degrading you more and more. And you're so entrapped and so in love with them. You're wanting that person in the beginning that doesn't actually exist, but you don't know this yet because you have no support group. You've rendered yourself powerless. Maybe you still have access to the phone and internet, and they haven't gotten to that extremity right now where they just leave you in a house all day like a hermit with no access to anything or anyone, like you're living back in the 1800s. So you hop online and, hey, who's this guy, Coach Dave? Look at this video, or somebody else, or something that you read. And you get in contact with somebody and you start talking and venting. And they might not believe you, or they might not like you because you ditched them and didn't listen to them. But they still have a heart, so they start talking to you. Maybe some people aren't going to want to talk to you because you just did them so wrong because you followed this person that you barely knew and you knew them for years. Maybe family that you cut off and they just washed their hands of you. But when you start realizing, you start taking the rosary colored glasses off and seeing this person for who they are and what they're doing and what they've done, that's when you have to make that informed decision to get out of that situation, because no amount of care and love and support is going to help change them back to who they pretended to be in the beginning. And it's just going to break you and demoralize you and humiliate you even further than you've already been put through. Anybody that's gone through this, please drop down in the comment what worked for you to help get out of this situation so that it can help others out. Let them know the signs and clues, stuff that I might not have mentioned that has happened to you, that helped you in this situation. If you're currently going through something like this and you feel like this really hits the nail on the head and you can relate, I implore you, get out of this relationship, because it's a relationship and it's not meant for you and you don't deserve it. I highly doubt it, but if a narcissist ends up watching my video, you are a piece of shit. And you need to stop using people as your pawns in life. Get some help and fix yourself. If anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, as always, drop them down in the box below. If you have an idea for a video, something that you need help on that you've previously been through or are currently going through, just need a better understanding and grasp on it, let me know. You could be my next video. If you need any one-on-one help, please hit me up on my main page. I've helped so many people out and I'd love to help you. Don't think that your story is any different than anybody else's or too extreme for me to handle. Try me out. I offer one-on-one coaching via email, phone, and video chat. I'd love to be the one to help you. As always, guys, thank you so much for the love, the support, the subscriptions, the shares, the likes, comments, everything, the one-on-ones. I appreciate you guys more than you know. I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe and stay blessed.